If you go back to the trailer again, there's this scene where we have Kelly and Alden. They're trapped in a car. There's walkers around, but they have Adam with them. So obviously Kelly makes it out of that alive, right? But Alden is not here. Ash from Super Videos, back for another video for season 10 of The Walking Dead. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the photos for the upcoming episode of The Walking Dead, season 10, episode 12, which is called Walk With Us. Now, this is not my predictions for 10-12. That'll be coming out tomorrow. However, my breakdown of the sneak peeks that they released and the trailer that they released for this episode pretty much has a lot of my predictions anyway, but my official prediction video will be coming out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But with that said, in this video, we're going to go through all of the images that they released for this upcoming episode. Some of these are actually pretty awesome. So this first image is where we have the kids in this sort of building, taking refuge and resting until they find a place to stay. Now, this is obviously the morning after the battle at Hilltop, so all of these kids make it out alive, which is pretty awesome. So none of them died during the battle, and obviously they couldn't stay at Hilltop anymore because it burned to the ground, or most likely burned to the ground. So what they have to do is actually relocate. They have to go to a different place. They're most likely on their way to Alexandria at this point, and obviously they're going to need to take stops from time to time before they can actually get to Alexandria. And I think that's exactly what this is. They're just taking a minute to rest and taking some time to stop and wait it out. Maybe there's even walkers or whispers around and they have to hide. But it's great to see Judith and RJ. They're both alive. They both make it out of the Hilltop battle. I mean, we knew they would, but this is a great confirmation. And then we have this shot of Earl looking outside this window. Now it seems like this is inside the same building, so Earl probably took the kids to this building to wait it out. Maybe he's even looking at a herd of walkers or something and waiting for them to pass. Now, this means that Earl obviously makes it out of the Hilltop battle alive, so he's not going to die during the actual Hilltop battle. He may die afterwards, but this obviously reveals that he makes it out of the Hilltop battle alive, which is pretty interesting. Now, one other thing I do want to mention, in the trailer, there's this shot of Daryl opening a door to a building and sneaking his way in. And I think that that's a scene where he's actually clearing out this building right here for the kids and the other survivors to get in and for them to wait it out. We also have this shot of Judith and RJ in the same exact area. And then we have this shot of Mary or Gamma. She has blood all over her, and I think this could either be blood from fighting walkers and whispers from the battle the night before, or she could have gotten into some sort of an altercation with someone, maybe Alpha, maybe Beta, maybe someone else. It's also entirely possible that she just killed some walkers, because we do see that she does end up having to kill some walkers at some point, and this is obviously again the aftermath of the battle at Hilltop. This is the morning after. Obviously that means that Mary as well makes it out of the battle at Hilltop alive, and she's not gonna die, at least not during the battle itself. We also have this image of Mary killing other walkers, and then we have this image of Kelly holding Adam. Adam, of course, is Mary's nephew, or the kid that Earl and Tammy were raising. Now, the fact that Kelly is holding the baby here is interesting. If you go back to the trailer again, there's this scene where we have Kelly and Alden. They're trapped in a car. There's walkers around, but they have Adam with them. So obviously Kelly makes it out of that alive, right? But Alden is not here. Now, he could be there, he could be around, he's just not in this image, but we don't see him anywhere in these images, which is interesting. I'm not saying Alden dies during the scene where they're trapped in the car, but there's a possibility of that. But we obviously know that both of them, Alden and Kelly, make it out of the Hilltop battle alive, which was the night before. But also what's interesting is that Earl is not there with them. Why is Adam not with the other kids? Maybe they get separated, maybe something along those lines. I don't think this necessarily means that Earl dies, but the fact that Earl is not here or we don't see him here is interesting. So maybe at some point they do get separated. We also have this shot of Eren. Now this is coming directly from one of the sneak peeks where he actually sees Negan, which is a pretty awesome sneak peek. You can check out my breakdown of that sneak peek. It's on the channel. I think it's the video I posted right before this one, so you can go check that out. But he's looking at Negan at this point, obviously, and he wants to kill him. Now, he doesn't end up killing him, obviously, but you can actually check out my breakdown of the sneak peek to know more about my opinions about what I think that scene is and why I think it was important and what it reveals to us. Then we have this shot, which is from the same scene. Eren looking at the walkers approaching. Negan is probably around. We do know that Luke is around as well. In fact, what we see on the left on the ground, that's probably Luke on the ground. He's injured. We know that from the sneak peek. So this is all taking place during the same time. This is from the same scene. We have this shot of Negan with Lucille 2.0. It's a pretty cool shot of him. Now there's blood on Lucille 2.0, so he killed someone with it, or he just killed walkers. Maybe both, we don't know, but there's walkers approaching, and this is again related to the sneak peek and the previous images. We have this image of Negan pointing Lucille at someone. Now I don't know if this is a behind the scene look or if he actually does this, but it's a pretty epic image of Negan with Lucille and his whisper mask. We have this image of Negan and Alpha together. Alpha looks concerned, which is interesting. We have this image of Negan again. He has Lucille 2.0 around his neck here as well. We have this image of Negan holding Lucille. I think this may even be a smaller version of the image that we looked at a few minutes ago. But then we have this image, pretty awesome image of Negan. He is pretending to be a walker. He's blending in with the walkers. He is a true whisperer at this point. I mean, not looking at the bat. I mean, the bat is out of place in a way. But pretty awesome shot of Negan being a true whisperer. He's doing his job pretty well as a whisperer here. We have this image of Negan and Alpha again. Pretty awesome shot of them. I think this may even be a slight different version of the other image that we looked at as well. We have this image of Negan with Lucille 2.0, and there's a walker approaching. I think this is right after he was pretending to be a walker. We have this pretty interesting image of Negan and Alpha holding hands. This is pretty interesting. I mean, at this point, I kind of have an idea where they may be going with Negan and Alpha's story and with the Whisperer story and how they might translate the comic material in this episode. Now, I will talk about that a little bit in my prediction, but I will have a separate standalone video on that coming up later in the week, so stay tuned for that. Now, that video is going to be filled with comic spoilers. We have this pretty awesome shot of Negan again holding Lucille 2.0. I think this may be from the same scene as well, where he's talking to Eren from the sneak peek, and that's the final image that they released. These are pretty awesome images. Most of them actually feature Negan, which is pretty interesting, but these are pretty cool. I absolutely love them, and they get me super stoked and excited for this upcoming episode. It seems like it's going to be a big one. Cannot wait for it. But with that, I want to know everyone's thoughts and opinions in the comment section below about all of the images that they released and everything that we discussed so far. Also, if you do enjoy the video, make sure to press the like button. If you're not a subscriber, make sure to subscribe to join our community. And if you are subscribed, check to see if you're still subscribed. For those of you that don't know, there's some stuff going on in the background in YouTube where it's unsubscribing people for no reason. So just to be safe, make sure to go check to see if you're still subscribed. And also press the bell button to receive notifications about uploads on the channel. That's enough of me talking. Let me know your thoughts and opinion in the comment section below. See you next time for another super video. If you like what you see, press like, subscribe for more content, and press the bell button to receive notifications for daily uploads.